pavilion. The first word to learn in our language, in the Romanian language, is noroc. We have a video projection over here, N-O-R-O-C. It's noroc. It means it's a wish of good luck, health and happiness. So noroc to you. Behind me we have a carpet. Yeah? On this carpet we have a tree. It's a tree of life. It's the brand of Moldova, and each element of the tree represents something. So the rose, which is the head of the tree, represents the beauty of the nation. The Wi-Fi lines, very interesting, Wi-Fi lines represents connectivity, and it's over there because Moldova is the fifth country in the world that managed to cover 98% of its territory with fiber optic infrastructure. So after Singapore, Malta, Monaco and Hong Kong, Moldova is the fifth country to do that. And it also has one of the most affordable fast internet connections in the world. It's from $8 a month to $10 a month. Then we have cups, the wine industry. Moldova is the 20th largest wine producer in the world. We have the largest wine collection in the world. We have the largest wine cellar in the world. And we have hospitality. We have textile industry. Moldova produces for brands like Prada, like Dolce & Gabbana, and we also make interior for Porsche cars, the leather, which is handmade, high quality, premium quality. Then we have cross, Christianity. We have basil. We put basil in the water to make the water holy, so on and so forth. So the tree of life represents connectivity, but also continuity. Let me show you where Moldova is located on the map. For those of you that don't know, where is it? So it's 3-4 hours from Dubai. Moldova is located in Eastern Europe, between Romania and Ukraine. Yeah. So to the west we have the European Union and NATO. And to the east, we have the former Soviet Union republics. Moldova was a Soviet Union republic. The first language is Romanian language with a Moldovan accent. It sounds like Italian. It's the same group of languages like Spanish, Portuguese and French. But Moldovans speak Russian language as well. Being part of the Soviet Union, we learned Russian language. Please follow me. So, a little bit of literature. Ionescu wrote Lucifer, which is considered the longest love poem ever written. By the way, check this out, Google it. Today is his birthday, 15th January 1850. 172 years back. Yeah. And it's a love story between a star and a girl that watches the sky every night, and the interpretation of this love story, we have it here on sand art. Musical instruments. This musical instrument is called tsambal. Many cultures have a similar musical instrument, but this one is the largest of its kind. In India there is santur, here in UAE there is kanun, but all of them are smaller than this one. We're still using it in the orchestra, right here, and it sounds like a piano. Sounds like that. Then we have other musical instruments, and you might recognize the same musical instruments in your culture. Flute, nai, kobza or wood over here, tobo, or also known as drum. That Moldova produces around 6,000 tons of pure honey every year. Yeah, you can see this panel right here. Next we have one of the oldest winery Moldova, founded in 1827 after the Napoleonic Wars. It's a royal wine because it used to go to the royal houses around the world. Today, Chateau Purcari is an official supplier of the Royal House of Romania, and it has many international awards every year, and a special recognition of the Royal House of Great Britain. Yeah. By the way, they won in 2021. One of their sparkling wines is considered top 10 in the world. If in Germany there is Oktoberfest, beer festival, in Moldova we have National Wine Day, wine festivals, wine marathons, wine competitions, so on and so forth. So imagine this is a barrel with grapes inside. So in the festivals, people will stomp the grapes and they will squeeze the juice to make wine. Yeah. Over here we have traditional Moldovan clothing. And behind me there is more. The blouses for the ladies. This blouse is handmade with metallic thread, with silver and golden thread. And it's very complex, and in Moldova something like this will cost around 1,200 euros. Yeah. Moldova and Romania share the same cultural heritage with these blouses. We call them ghie. So we've registered these elements on the blouse to the UNESCO Cultural Heritage. Yeah. Behind me we have the investment area, or business area. Moldova has 7 free economic zones, IT parks, industrial platforms, so on and so forth. We have a trade agreement with European Union since 2014, which allows us to sell our goods and services to European Union. Moldova is also a major walnut producer. And check this out, did you know that only 7% of the world territory is suitable for walnut. 7% of the world is suitable for walnut cultivation, and Moldova is happy to be in this 7%. In fact, Moldova is ensuring 6% of the world walnuts exports. Behind me there is a platform that allows potential investors to get in touch with the National Investment Agency in Moldova and to book a meeting with them to ask for more information about business opportunities. And behind me over here we have the key sectors of the economy. Moldova exports almost 47% of its agricultural production goes for export. ICT sector in our days makes more money, brings more money to the national GDP than agri-food. We have Crunchyroll in Moldova, which is a Netflix of anime. Yeah. So there is an office in Tokyo, one in Los Angeles, and the other one is in Moldova. In Moldova we produce animation, video games, virtual reality, so on and so forth. In Moldova we also produce for big brands clothing, as I mentioned, Dolce & Gabbana, Prada, for Porsche cars, the leather interior, so on and so forth. Let's move next. These branches, it's like a branch of the tree of life, and each of them represents something I've mentioned to you. And over here we have virtual reality created in Moldova. On the TV you can see the trailer of this virtual reality, and this is like a spaceship where visitors can experience this virtual reality. It's considered top 50 virtual reality experiences by Forbes in 2019. You can see some videos from Moldova collecting the grapes. And you will see stomping the grapes. This is the Stephen the Great. He ruled for 47 years and he had 36 battles. He won 34 battles and he lost only 2 wars. Each time he won the battle, he would build a church or a monastery. So there are 9 locations in Moldova and 20 others in the neighboring Romania. Steven the Great is also the cousin of what we know today as Dracula, or Vlad the Impaler, who ruled over this principality of Wallachia in the same time, so they helped each other in the tough times. Alright, cuisine. You can take a look. Moldovan cuisine has some elements or dishes from the Turkish cuisine or Lebanese cuisine. Something borrowed from the East, from Ukrainians as well. And we're talking more about wine over here. Check this out. Milești Mici Winery has a Guinness World Record for the largest wine collection in the entire world. They are getting close now to 2 million exclusive wine bottles, where they store them in a 200 kilometers underground cellar, which is the largest in the world. Krikova Winery, second largest, 120 kilometers of underground cellar. The tunnels are so big they have street names for it, like Chardonnay Street and other streets. Yeah? And important people store their wines over there. For instance, Yuri Gagarin, the first man who went in space, visited this location, and he left a letter as thank you. Angela Merkel, the former German Chancellor, Vladimir Putin went for his 50th birthday, and John Kerry. They all have their wine collection stored over here. The deepest point is 102 meters, and the oldest bottle is from Eastern Jerusalem from 1902. So it has around 120 years. Moldova has almost 200 wineries with restaurants, swimming pools, with tours, so on and so forth, so you can experience them. But let me show you something. So this is a teleport device. Somebody from Moldova will teleport us something. Let's see if it's online. Here we go. Let's check. Let's check. So we've got an apple from Moldova. Directly it's cold because it's cold in Moldova right now. Thank you. Thank you for your attention. Here we go.
Got at the Moldova pavilion. Do visit Moldova, lovely country. As we can see, it's famous for their wines and scenery and everything that Moldova has to offer. And do come down to the Moldova pavilion. They're very, very hospitable. Thank you. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.